Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and the Seattle Seahawks are signing linebacker Bobby Wagner to a 1-year, $7 million deal, and I think you guys could be impressed with the Photoshop I did here, putting Bobby Wagner in a Seahawks uniform. That was really hard for me. Just kidding. If you do not know, Bobby Wagner once played for the Seattle Seahawks. All of the things I've seen from, I've seen some posts on Instagram, and so a couple of people said that he was feeling a little homesick and needed to return to home. But this wasn't surprising. I actually predicted him to go to the Cowboys, but I knew there was a chance he would return to the Seahawks. And let's talk about that defense that was already deadly last season with the guys that they had last year, and to add in Bobby Wagner, and with that 5th overall draft pick, which I know we've heard the potential, the odds that they could draft a quarterback, but I think in reality they're gonna really draft someone on the defensive line there at 5. You add Bobby Wagner with a defense that is already loaded with the secondary and a little bit of the defensive line and everything. They have everything. You add a guy back in like Bobby Wagner, that has to feel great. You had to release him last season just due to cap space in contracts with Bobby Wagner. And I know that had to be awful for them. They're getting him really back for really cheap, taking a pay cut with a 1-year, $7 million deal, which is really good for the Seahawks. Not so great for Wagner, but I think he's willing to do it for his love for Seattle and just, wanting to win there. And I think this helps them quite a lot. Let's go over Wagner's stats from last season. 140 tackles, 6 interceptions, and 6 sacks and 140 tackles, 6 sacks, and 2 interceptions. And the fact that is considered as a little bit of a down year for Wagner, that's crazy. That's considered as like one of his, not so great seasons, and he still had 6 sacks, 140 tackles, and 2 interceptions. I think when that Seahawks defense being back in Seattle, I think it's going to be an amazing season next year for Bobby Wagner. And I think he loves that city so much he could be willing to sign another 1-year deal going into next season, or he could potentially retire because he is getting up there a little bit in age. But this is a good signing for the Seahawks. Good to reunite. Good to reunite with an old friend. Well, not that old because, just a season ago he was playing with them. 1 year later and he's back on the roster. So it wasn't that long, but it's good to be reunited with the two. Last year with Bobby Wagner not being on the Seahawks, if the NFL felt a little bit more weird, but it's going to be good to see those two back together. Hopefully he's back in that number 54, but we'll have to see. You guys have any thoughts on the signing? That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out.